Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today we are going to talk about how you can become top rated seller on Fiverr within a year or maybe year and a half, but you will gonna achieve that if you follow the process that I'm gonna explain in this video. Okay, so if you are new to this channel and you haven't watched the first two videos of this channel, please go ahead and watch those videos, because in those videos I have explained how you can create your account on Fiverr and how you can create your gig on Fiverr. So without further ado, let's get started. So there are a few things that you need to keep into your mind. If you don't follow these things, or if you don't believe on these things, I'm not sure if you are gonna make it on Fiverr to become a top rated. So before going into the step-by-step process what you need to follow, most of the time some people ask me that I'm not getting orders on Fiverr, and I'm not getting any impressions or clicks and any kind of stuff like that. So my first question to them is, how many gigs you have uploaded? If you are a new seller, how many gigs you have uploaded? We only uploaded one, or maybe two, or maybe three, but I really don't understand why people do that, because if Fiverr is allowing you to add 7 gigs, why you are adding only 1 gig? You may have seen there are a lot of accounts who just have uploaded only 1 or maybe 2 or 3 gigs, but they are getting a lot of work, but there's a reason for that. And the reason is, when they created their first gig, and if someone has 1,000 reviews, and if they have created their gig years back, okay, so at that time there was no competition. People were just coming in, adding 1 or maybe 2 or maybe 3 gigs, and then they were getting the work because there were no competition as we have right now. So what you need to do is, the first thing is, you need to upload at least 7 gigs, 5 gigs, or whatever the limit Fiverr is allowing you to add your gigs, and whatever level currently you are, if you're a new seller, or level 1 or level 2 and all that kind of stuff. Okay. The second thing is, once you added all these gigs, then okay, the second question is, okay, you are asking us to add 7 gigs, but how we create that gigs that actually rank? Okay, so let me tell you a very important point, okay? So whatever category or service you are going to sell, just type that keyword in Fiverr and see the first 8 gigs, the first 2 lines, you know. In one line there are 4 gigs, so just check out the first 2 lines and see how many orders they are there in their queues, and then from title to FAQs to images and everything, just study their gigs, okay? Because most of them are maybe the Fiverr Plus seller, okay? So what Fiverr Plus seller means is that if you are a Fiverr Plus seller, then you get some advantages that others don't have. What are these? Okay, so the first one is, they can see the buyer's activity. So if a buyer just came into your inbox and you are going to reply to them, you can see that how many orders they have previously placed on Fiverr, how many reviews they have given, average amount of order, you can see that, and that's actually gonna really help you to increase your revenue, okay? And few other details. So, and that was the first thing that they actually get from the Fiverr Seller Plus. The second thing that they get, because I am a Fiverr Seller Plus, so I know what we actually have that others unfortunately don't have, because I think that should be for everyone, you know. There is no such thing that you can say, okay, this is for Fiverr plus sellers and this is not for, no, I don't believe in that, but still, that is not available to everyone, and that's the fact. Okay. Uh, the next thing that they actually get is they can see what buyers are actually searching on Fiverr. For example, if someone need logo designing services for their website, so the Fiverr Seller Plus can see what people are searching in that category. Okay, so I will add the screenshots so that you can see. Okay, and there are other few things, how your gigs are performing and all such stuff, but yeah, they have those privileges. Most of them maybe have those privileges. So according to those keywords, they have created their profiles. Okay, but if still they are not a seller plus, but their gigs are ranking on the first page in the first two lines, because I observed that most of the orders that people get are from the first two lines. Okay, if you are still on the first page, but you are in the last line or second last or in the middle, so you may not get as much orders as other people are getting, and that's true. You can check that. Okay, so what you need to do is you need to check the first 8 gigs that are showing up once you added your keyword, and check them out. Okay, and create your gig according to that. This is the first thing. Okay, once you have added all these, then the second thing is you need to be patient. Okay, you must have patience. If you don't have patience, do not do Fiverr. Do not do anything if you don't have patience. Okay, do not do Amazon. Do not do cryptocurrency. Do not do freelancing. Do not do YouTube. Do not do any kind of stuff, because in every work or in anything, there is a process involved. If you're not going to follow that process and you are just doing what your intentions are and what you are thinking, things are never gonna work. Okay, things are never gonna work. So once you added all those gigs, you need to be patient, and then you need to share those gigs on your social media platforms like LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, and all that kind of websites. But in the meanwhile, what you need to do, is you need to work on your communication. Okay, communication is the oxygen in freelancing, or I guess in every service business. Communication is, I guess, if not most, but one of the most important thing. So in freelancing, this is particularly the case. Okay, so it doesn't mean that you only know English and all that kind of stuff. No, knowing the language and conveying your message in that language is something different. Okay, so you have to understand that if you know the English, it doesn't mean that you are a good communicator. So how you can improve your communication? To improve your communication, I always tell anyone who asks me how they can improve their communication. So the first thing that you can do is read. I actually observed this thing a year ago maybe, and then afterwards I have seen the successful people talking about it, and I found that okay, I was thinking the same way how to improve the communication as people are actually saying. So what is that? You need to read. It doesn't mean that just pick up the book and just reading, because that is quite a boring shit. So what you can do is go to Google, go to news, search anything you want, and read the articles. Okay, read the blogs, what the professional people have written. So read as much as you can. Do not bound yourself with the books. You can read on the internet, the blogs, the articles, and all that kind of stuff. Okay, so reading is gonna really improve your communication. And then some of the people who is already selling on Fiverr, they actually don't have don't actually analyze what's happening. Okay, so for example, if you have received 10 messages from new clients in a month, you reply to them and you get reply back from them, maybe two of them, maybe three of them, maybe all 10. Okay, so what you can do is, if you have received message back from three or four people, but the other people are not responding you should keep following up with them. After every day or two or maybe three, but follow up with them. Okay? Because sometimes we think that client has messaged us and we just replied and he never came back, maybe in a week or maybe two or three. But sometimes what happens is they actually message and they just disappear. Maybe they're, for a reason, they got some emergency or whatsoever. But we actually think that maybe they have hired someone else, that's why they are not getting back to us, but sometimes they're not even online after that. So that's why you just need to keep sending them the follow up, is there an update and all that kind of stuff. And second thing is that if you are starting on Fiverr, do not think all the time about money, okay? See, whatever you are going to do, if you are going to do freelancing, e-commerce, or any kind of stuff, do not think much about the money. You will eventually gonna get it. Okay? You don't need to worry about it, because if you are putting effort in something and if you are doing something that it has to be done, then do not think about the money. That will eventually come to your bank account. So don't worry about it. And the thing that I'm sharing with you today is a personal experience. So there is not something that, okay, I'm just woke up and telling everything now. And the second thing is that the things that I'm going to tell you is basically for the people who really want to establish a good business that give them a good amount of money. And the best part is that eventually help you to create opportunities for others. And you know what? Whatever you do in your life, the satisfaction that you are going to get by creating the opportunities for others is not of a match with anything else. Okay, so you need to be patient, you need to add all those gigs, you need to work on your communication, and the most important thing is that if you are not getting the business, do not just sit idle and do nothing. Work on your skills. Eventually you are gonna get the messages and clicks and all that kind of stuff. But if you, I have know few people who have actually added 8 or maybe 10 or 15 fake reviews. This is the bullshit that I really don't like it. If you are gonna ask your friends to add reviews and all that kind of stuff, do not do that. This shit is not for you. You are a loser. Ask people to add reviews on their profile. This is not a smart move. This is really a bullshit. Okay, I have known a lot of actually people, and I guess many people, when they just most of the people when they create their account on Fiverr, they actually believes that the first step is we should ask someone to add the reviews. What is this? Are you going to here work? Are you here for the real work, or you are just showing people that I have done a lot of things, but internally you are zero? No, don't do this. I never recommend fake reviews. The people who ask other people to add fake reviews, they both are losers. Okay, now let's move to next point. So we have talked about patience, we have talked about the communication, we have talked about adding all the gigs. And regarding the gigs, I have already mentioned in the previous video, but I would like to explain it over here again, which is that Once you are creating the gig, add everything, okay? Add FAQs, add extras, add definitely 3 images, add a good title, description, and all that kind of stuff. Okay, do not miss anything on the gig page. If you ask someone that I'm gonna do this for $100 or maybe 75 or 80 or 50, whatever it is, and they don't have budget for that, let's do this. Let's do this at the very start, okay? Do not cancel any order. Do not misbehave with anyone. Uh, do not fight with anyone, okay? If someone is maybe asking you, maybe saying the wrong things, but do not behave bad, okay, in response to the bad behavior. Do not do that, because that's not good, okay? Because you are going to create a lot of opportunities for other people. So if someone has a bad attitude with you and you are going to respond into the same way, then maybe you will not be able to create as much opportunities as you can, because the bad reviews, the order cancellation, and all that kind of stuff that really impact your business. You may think at the start of the video, okay, you may think at the start of the video, okay, maybe he's gonna tell us some skills, no, you all are skillful in maybe 1 or 2 or 3 things. Anyone is skillful, maybe in at least in one thing. Things which I share with you today are actually the real things. That's gonna change your game, okay? That's really gonna help you. The patience, the communication, not thinking about all the time about money, working on your skills that you have, and always keep into your mind that you are here to create opportunities for others. Because I already told you, if you are doing the good work in anything, definitely money come into your mind. So if you're not getting the enough money in your life from freelancing, from anything, it means that the process you are following is not correct. It doesn't mean that you're bad or you're wrong, but it only means that you just need to follow what the actual process is. Okay, so I hope you like this video, and if you still have any questions, just give this video a little bit time and try to find the importance and connect these points with yourself, and I'm sure you're gonna get very positive results. And these are the things that's gonna make you the top rated seller on Fiverr. If your communication is unmatchable, if your patience is up to the mark as it has to be, if your skills are the best of the best, and if you are creating all the gigs that you are allowed, and you are fulfilling all the options that a gig has, then you are gonna make it. Trust me. Trust the process, not your thinking, okay? Definitely give importance to your thinking, because that is the first point when we start anything. But once you are into something, then you need to follow the process. So thank you so much for your time. See you again in the next video. Bye-bye.